All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. I have to talk about it. So I've had a good time with the Motorola Razr Fold 2026. I've had this phone now for about a week and a half, and it's a keeper. It's a bona fide win. I can't find very many things that I dislike about this phone outside of the front camera being the weakest. This is the weakest link of this phone, and it's not even that bad. It's bad enough when you think about what they put into this package, but this is a thin foldable phone. So companies cut corners somewhere, and looks like they cut it on the front camera. Now, some of you guys might say the front camera is really good, but personally, I don't know. I just feel like the front camera is the weakest point. And for me, the reason that's such a strong comment is because this inner camera and then this rear camera are top notch. And the rear cameras definitely are flagship cameras, no doubt about it. So here's how I am. Here's where I'm at with this phone after approximately a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. This is such a strong contender right now because Samsung hasn't released their phone yet. Apple hasn't released their phone yet. So I'm really hoping to see a nice, strong push towards foldable phones and companies get it on. But the release of this phone was kind of strange. It's like Motorola didn't believe that the phone was going to do well, so they didn't send molds and casts out of it to companies so they can make something that's really important to the majority of the world is accessories. Now, for me, I'm team no case. This phone right here, I won't wear it in a case. I'll review some cases. But this phone right here, this texture is amazing, and you don't technically need a case. But if you're prone to drops and things like that, a case won't hurt. However, it's like they said, we're just going to sell this phone and see what happens. Because I think this is their first foldable like this book style ever. So you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't remember seeing any more book style foldables. So yeah, this is it. I'm pretty ecstatic about it. I like it in every way. I think it's really good. I think Samsung has a task on their hands and some chores in order to bring flagship cameras to their foldables. They haven't done that yet, in my opinion. While their foldables are really good, they've never put their flagship cameras on a foldable. And this, I'm being told, is pretty much the cameras on the Motorola Signature. So, and I don't own the Motorola Signature. I would love to get it, but it's just what it is. So with that said, folks, there are no accessories for this thing. It's like they just threw it out there and said, we'll see how this first run goes. We're not going to send any dummy units to companies so they can make cases. We're just going to put it out there, and if it sells, then maybe we'll do it next time. They don't even really have any official like or Motorola cases that are just, they should have cut. Wouldn't you rather have had than your pen? I know the pen. I know it's a special thing to some people. Some people feel like they have to have a pen, but I don't want to write on this screen right here with the pen. I would just use it. And if I need a pen, I'll just use an aftermarket one. But I would rather have gotten a case and a screen protector with this. Yeah, for the outer display. I would have rather gotten a case. And while I don't wear cases, I'm telling you, I'm team no case. I test cases, and if I'm going somewhere, and I might throw a case on depending on where I'm going, but pretty much overall, I don't use a case. I don't use a case. And I just like to feel the product itself. I like the thinness of, and not just because this phone is thin, I just prefer a case. But when I do rock a case, it has to be a very nice case. And I have this case on probably every phone I have. Not to take away from other cases, but this will be a good look for any phone out there. It just happened to be sitting next to me because I have a lot of phones. But this phone right here, I'm not going to wear a case. I'll test a case, but full transparency, I say this all the time. I'm going to test out cases, but predominantly I do not wear a case on a phone. I just don't do it. I prefer to have the phones out and about. Just feel it. I've dropped phones before. I've had my share of breaking phones. Yeah, that's just what it is. Now, shout out to Hawks TV and Tech a Day Me and Tech a Day, we discussed the screen protector thing long before the phones, before people had theirs. And here's what I did, folks. You're going to be shocked. But I have a stockpile of old Z Flip 6 and Z Flip 5 screen protectors. They actually line up perfectly with this phone. You just have to trim the bottom a little bit. I mean, just barely at the corners on the, or you can just trim a whole piece off the bottom before you put it on. And this, any of the Z Flip 5 screen protectors, Z Flip 6, they should line up perfectly with this. This is for the internal display of the Z Flips. And I have a lot of these lying around. I had to get something because, you know, even though I'm team no case, I do a screen protector, tempered glass, or whatever on pretty much all of my phones because I've cracked screens too many times. And I'd rather hit this screen protector first. So this is just a regular clear film. And that's just the way I have it. I think that's crazy, but since it's the screen orientation, the size of it and everything is pretty much mirroring the Z Flips. Try it for yourself. Go get you a $2 or $3 one first pack. You can probably get like a 3-pack for like $3 or something on Amazon now because the Z Flip 5 and 6, they're not like new phones anymore. So try it for yourself if you have a Moto Razr, the new Fold, because I know you want a screen protector and I know you want a case. And I'm team no case, but I can see in your comments when I'm not doing videos of any of my phones, you guys always say, man, I can't believe you rocking it with no case, but you guys know I always do screen protectors. Some of you guys want screen protector and case. This phone is just so beautiful. I'm not going to wear it, you know, and it's grippy too. That's why I'm not, phones that are really grippy like this, I definitely don't wear a case. So with that said, Motorola has done two things. They fumbled their pre-order majorly, like in a major way. Here's the thing. I didn't even pre-order my original orders right when they opened. And I still couldn't cancel them. You know, they had already shipped, I guess, or something. So nonetheless, I'm hearing bad things about the trade-ins. People are saying it in my comments now, like you're trading in your phone and then they're telling you this Foldio company or whoever they're using. Let me tell you something. Samsung and Apple will remain king of trade-ins, and so will Google, because I've never traded in a phone to Google, but I've traded in a phone to Apple and Samsung, and it went flawlessly. And I've also heard, oh, I did one trade-in with Google, and it was perfect. I got a credit back or whatever, but it was perfect. It was no problems whatsoever. Motorola, you need to get a new company to do your trade-ins, because all the trade-ins go to a third-party company. Like when you're trading anything, it's not going to Samsung, you know, unless you go directly into Apple. Yeah. And Apple, I think, is the only one that does their trade-ins directly and don't use a third party. I'm not sure, but you can correct me on that if I'm wrong, because, you know, iPhones, you know, Apple wants to stay in control of what's going on with it. But Samsung is the king of trade-ins. They give instant credits, everything. I've never had a problem with it. Did you know that when you do a Samsung with trade-in, the company they work with, they have to video record your unboxing of your return and trade-in, because if they don't show proof, you're going to get your credits either way. That has happened to me before. They tried to say that my phone wasn't in mint condition, and it was, because I videotaped it. And then when I called Samsung, they said, hey, the company didn't provide video, so you get your money back. And they credited me right away. They tried to drop the value of my trade-in, but Samsung said, nope, they won't provide any video unboxing of your product when it comes to their warehouse, so you get your full credit. Samsung will remain king of trade-ins, period. I love instant credit, and I love that the company has to videotape the unboxing. A lot of you guys probably didn't know that, but I did some research, and I spoke to Samsung directly, and I learned it directly from Samsung customer support. So with that said, Motorola fumbled their pre-order. People's trade-ins are falling apart. They're getting cheated. And it's just a bad thing. It's just a bad thing. People got their orders in first and they're just not getting them on like the 29th. And I don't even know when the pre-orders actually started. To be honest, I don't even know, because I didn't order right away. And if I did order right away, like I ordered my first orders on the 18th and 19th, I believe it is. That's when both of those orders from the other video that I showed you, that's when those orders went in. So I don't know when the actual pre-order started, but I can tell you that's when I ordered mine, and it was a fail for me because I was guaranteed they would cancel or whatever, and they shipped out anyway. And I had to mail them back, and I got to wait on this $5,000 from this company. All good though. I've shipped them back already, and I'm just waiting at this point. Now, the second thing they've done is really fumbled with accessories. There are no accessories for this phone anywhere. It just doesn't exist. And those little cheap ones that are coming in on Amazon and just all the ones that are out there. Okay, let me back up and say this. There are a few cases out there and screen protectors, but the screen protectors are like $15 from companies I've never heard of. And then the cases are just those regular old generic cases. Motorola got to do better. You can't compete with Samsung if this is your launching of your first. Even OnePlus came with the Thunder. At least I can get screen protectors and tempered glass stuff for OnePlus Open when it came out. Not with this phone, man. Y'all got to do better. And I know it's your first foldable book foldable style like this. I get it. However, it's not a good look. So with that said, a week and a half later with this phone, I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. Now, in one of my comments, I'm trying to debate now because, see, I'm not going to compare the Samsung Z Fold 7 against this phone. I'm not going to do it. It won't beat it. This is right. It won't beat it. It won't beat it in hardware and cameras, and it won't beat it in battery. It won't beat it. So there's no need for me to do a video against the Fold 7. It just won't do it. Not, and even people might say, "Oh, do the Trifold." No, it's different category. This is a mainstream style of folding phone, and the Samsung Z Fold 7 won't do it. So, and it won't beat this phone. So I'm not going to compare them. But what I will do, because I know Samsung is going to bring the Thunder when they come out with the next version of the Fold. Those are the ones that I'm going to compare against this phone. And Samsung will be a challenger for a change because Samsung really needs to bring the heat with their cameras. They can't come with this same thing, the 3 cameras. They need to put the Ultra's cameras on their foldable phone, hands down. Now, someone also said in my comment section that the OnePlus 15's cameras are better than these cameras right here. I'm not going to doubt that because I have a OnePlus 15 and I'm actually recording this video with the OnePlus 15. You guys know the OnePlus 15, killer phone for me, period. So the thing I might do, so instead of trying to compare it next to the Z Fold 7, why don't I compare it next to the S26 Ultra? And why don't I compare it next to the OnePlus 15? The OnePlus 15's cameras, folks, I know I'm recording with them, but in general, they are some of my top cameras for video and photos. The OnePlus 15 has an advantage though, and that's that portrait video. Either way, it's your man Jay. Motorola, you got to do better. This is not a good look because this is a banging phone right here. Shout out to all the creators out there that are getting their phones now. Like my Project 13 got his, Forbes got his. Tons of people are getting theirs. And, it's got to get into the hands of people who are actually going to keep using it for a month, 2 years, 3, or a month, over a month or 2 years, a month, 3 months, 6 months. This is the stuff I'm looking for because that is what I do over here. So I want to see how other people's experiences are. And I want to see how your experience is, not just as a creator. I want you to get out there. And if you got your Fold, man, enjoy it. Let me know how you feel about it right now. How long have you had it? I know a lot of you guys have only had it for like 1 day or 2 days. It's crazy. I've gotten 3 of them and I've had this one right here for a week and a half. Yeah. So it's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video. Comment down below. Did Motorola really mess this up? Or can they redeem themselves by at least coming out with something later on after this, like a screen protector, a fish, or a case? I don't think they're going to do it. But knowing that, how do you feel about the phone so far? This is an absolute win with a horrible launch.